Good morning. Awesome morning to you. Study topic, living an abundant life. Living an abundant life. I do not own the rights to this music. This music belongs to Kenneth Day Jr. Living an abundant life. Living in abundance. What does abundance mean to you? I'm going to bring a few people on and I will get started. An abundant life. What is abundance? What is that? What is abundance? You must know what abundance is. Because what it is to you, it may not be to someone else. But you can't follow someone else's life pattern or path in order for you to tap into abundance. What is abundance? Living an abundant life. Living an abundant life. God is working it out for all of us. And the same way we could pray for abundance in finances, we could ask God to show us what abundance is His way. Abundance His way. What is abundance? God is working it out for you. He's working it out for me. I'm on an amazing journey. And I'm discovering a lot of things about myself. Things that I want to relinquish. And things that I want to build upon. Do you believe that God will work? He will work it all out for us. Show us what real abundance is. He will show us what real abundance is. Real abundance. What does abundance look like to you? What does abundant life, an abundant life, what does it look like to you? I could tell you what it used to look like to me. I could definitely tell you what abundant life used to look like to me. Used to look like. What does an abundant life look like to you? What does it look like? God will reveal what abundance really is. Let me go ahead and get started. It's one thing about a live feed. You could start over later on in the day. So it'll be good morning, good evening, I guess good afternoon for whenever you look at this. I want to discuss what abundant life is. Living an abundant life. Living in abundance. What does abundance mean to you? Abundance to many of people means money. It means wealth. It means tangible things. It means different things. But in this stage and age in your life, what does abundance really mean? What does abundance really mean? Are you maintaining life based on the world's perception of abundance? Or do you have a narrowed perception of abundance in reference to yourself? Because in this day and time, we have to be careful of chasing a lifestyle in abundance that's not conducive to us. That's not conducive to us. And I'm on this amazing journey. And before, if you heard any of my live feeds, you'll realize that I have had a plethora of businesses. I have had a plethora of achievements, accomplishments. And I've also, in the last 3 to 4 years, I have been on a thorough inner investigation in my life to come to a resolve. And the resolve is, at this stage and age in your life, just because you can, it doesn't mean you should. Just because you can, it doesn't mean you should. So the question is, what does abundant life look to you? What does abundant lifestyle look to you? How does it look to you? Is it money? Is an abundant life chasing money? Is it building the world's perception of abundance? Because for some people, abundance has nothing to do with money. Abundance can mean family. Abundance can mean money. Abundance can mean friendships. Wealth could mean a whole lot of things. So in this season of life, what does abundance mean to you? I could tell you what abundance means to me. Coming from someone that has lived a life on different financial levels. Right now, abundance means unbusy. Unbusy. Abundance right now to me in this stage of my life means making an impact with less effort. Making an impact with less effort. Making an impact with less abundance for me, in which everyone should take stock of their life, opposed to building a life based on what the world's perception of abundance is. Check your life and see where you are and what does abundance mean to you. Okay, for someone, like I said, it is being financially at a certain status. So for them, it's abundance. But I heard something yesterday that says, you could live a life. Let me see if I'm going to get this right. You could live money without love, but you can't do, it's the opposite. In other words, with money, love don't come with money. Yeah. Happiness don't come with money. But love, you can have love and money at the same time. Money cannot buy you a whole lot of things. I mean, it could have some false attachments to your life, but that doesn't mean that the money is going to make it stick. So once you've accumulated a certain love for your life and a love for yourself, you'll begin to draw what abundance really is. So the question is, what does abundance mean to you in this stage and age of life? Now that the world has been in a strange stage for a very long time, and people are chasing life in different ways for different reasons. And if we're not careful, we would find ourselves chasing life in a panic or chasing a life in an ordinary way when there isn't anything ordinary going on in this world. So my prayer for you would be, ask God in this season of your life to reveal to you what abundance look like based on your build, your model, your makeup, how you think. Yeah, your intellect, the core of who you are, so that as you are building abundance in whatever level that is, it would not take you on the outside of who you are. It will not take you on the outside of who you are. When life gets challenging and things change, things get a little strange. If you are if you have the right perception of abundance, you're not going out of the core of who you are. So walking, chasing abundance or trying to develop abundance, even when it get hard, you could still maintain a certain consistency. Why? Because I am looking for abundance based on how God created me. Now, this is not a popular subject, but I am here to tell you that busy is not abundance. Building a life for money only is not abundance. There is a time where we have to, grind. There is a time where we have to put the time in, we have to put the work in so that we could have a certain security in life. But in building that, I found out that if we're not praying and ask God to show us the divine movement, the divine connections, the divine strategy, so that you will not be going on the outside of who you are, then we waste a lot of time doing what we see. We spend a lot of time building life in abundance based on what we heard, what we saw. And in the middle of life, we come to a conclusion that that's not something that I want for me in this time of my life. So here's the question. What does abundant life look like to you? What does abundance mean to you? Abundance to me means a whole lot of things in a whole different way. Because I know what it is. I know what it is not to have, your parents. I know what it is to needing to build life over. So I know what it is to have a solidarity in abundance. I know what it is to have the core value in abundance, because there are a lot of things that come and go. There are a lot of people that come and go. There are a lot of fads that come and go. There is a lot of motivation that comes and go. Right now, people are looking for authenticity. They're looking for solidarity. They're looking for something that is going to not only show them how to stabilize, but show them how to remain consistent in their approach to rebuilding life. Or staying afloat. So there is a lot of things that now that is in the world that is showing you how to make money, showing you how to become, showing you how to live a life better than the one that you have. But nothing is wrong with that. But if it's based off of, and you have to be mindful, if it is based on your build, your model, and your makeup, then go for it. But if it's on the outside of that, if it's on the outside of you, how you think, now you have to try extra hard to become something mentally, and God did not wire you that way. Now you have to have a different approach in accumulating things because God did not wire you that way. Now you have to try a little bit harder to achieve a thing because God did not wire you that way. So now you're only moving in life, chasing abundance based on what someone else said and what they taught you. But I am here to let you know that how God created you and how you are built is good enough. If you are able to tap into the essence of who you are, and then tap into abundance, then you will have a lifelong supply in abundance. A lifelong supply in abundance. So I'm going to leave you with this. In order for you to trace your core abundance, you have to take stock of your life. Take stock of your life. Take stock of your gifts. Take stock of your talents. Take stock of your thought process. How do you think? Take process of your strengths. Don't pay attention to your weaknesses, because by the time you try to maximize your weaknesses, you have wasted so much time, when if you would have maximized your strengths, you would be further along. You will be further along maximizing those things that God had already equipped you in. He's already built you for that thing. He's already established you in that. So you moving in that vein is effortless. For instance, myself, to be a salon owner is easy for me. It's really easy because guess why? I've been a cosmetologist, licensed cosmetologist, majority of my life. So for me to go and open a salon, run a salon, manage a salon, it would be effortless. And I could live in abundance in it. Why? Because God gave me the tools naturally to handle that. So now, there is a lot of work involved. There is a lot of long hours involved, but I'm already equipped. I'm already designed. His design. God has already built me naturally to be able to build that from the ground up. Okay, so now I go against my natural build. I did real estate. Okay, so now here it is. I'm doing real estate. God did not build me up to do real estate. Now, I've done it. I made plenty of money, but I was so miserable. I was so miserable. It was ridiculous. I had to struggle with the numbers. I had to struggle with a whole lot of things. Did I make it? Sure I did. I hired a good assistant. I made sure I had a real good team on board because it was going against my grain. It was going against my natural grain. So now, here's the thing. If you want to live an abundant life, if you want to live in abundance, go against the grain. Go in the vein of how God created you. This is not the day and the time for us to go against our natural build. Abundance should come in a way that you are built. Abundance should already come. You could build life in abundance, how God structured you, your natural gifts, your natural talents. So like I was saying before, a salon is hands down, eyes closed. I could build a salon and spa. I could do that because he made me like that. But I also did real estate. I also did life insurance. I also was a mortgage broker. So what is my natural build, model, and makeup? I love fashion. I love to look pretty. So for me to have a boutique, that would be effortless for me to build abundance in that way because it's nothing for me to put things together. I love makeup. Nothing for me to live a life in abundance in that way. I love cosmetology. God created me that way. So why would I go on the outside of that to create abundance when he has already designed me for that? Okay, so guys, I'm going to end this. What is abundance to you? Find your natural build and makeup and allow God to give you the courage to work in that way and be okay with it and not follow what the world is doing in reference to abundance. What the world is doing has nothing to do with your natural build, model, and makeup. Tap into the core of how you think, how you're built, your natural gifts and talents. And I guarantee you that abundance, that abundant life, effortless, will be knocking at your door. Find the courage to let go of what someone put in your lap. Their perception of you making money and you being living an abundant life their way. Take stock of your life and begin to do the check. And if the things that you have in your hand that you're making money and building abundance with, if it's not going in direction of how God built you, it's going to cost you more money. It's going to cost you more time. It's going to cost you extra money to bring the people in to help you to do what you don't know how to do. So is it really living an abundant life? Is it really making you happy? Because building an abundant life comes with doing that thing that makes you happy. Okay, guys, this is Eureka Evolution, a day and time with the inner you, a program of motivation, inspiration, and resuscitation. But most of all, it's me giving you me. Letting you know that the things that I teach is coming from a walk that I've already walked out. So, guys, we're talking about living an abundant life, identifying what abundance is to you. In this day and time, seek a strategic plan in abundance, because abundance should come to you effortless if it's done based on how God created you to think, be, and move. I will see you soon.